It's Sunday, and this Sunday means pancetta. It means linguine, a little olive oil, fresh bread. Growing up, Sunday always meant two things. It was a dual kind of purpose. It was like congratulations, you finished the week, and then here's the ceremony to close it. It was like it was closing ceremonies, and it was also the beginning. You know, it was this is how we start the week. You know, like I said, with fresh bread and pancetta. And although it sounds very foodie-y, because it is, it was very like satisfying. It was a satisfying way to end a week, and a really satisfying way to begin it, because you're with family. And I think that I learned on Sundays what like kind of priorities were, in a weird way. And now, as I'm 21 and my priorities are pancetta and soft, fresh, warm bread, I look forward to the week. And I know what is important this week. And yes, although my bedrock is family and loved ones, this week we are offering some incredible vintage watches. And I can't tell you how much I've already talked about them today and how much I will continue to talk about them for the rest of the night. Because much like the pasta and the wine, these vintage watches from Rolex to Omega are tools of my passion. And as an Italian kid from New Jersey, being overtly passionate is kind of my thing. So I'm gonna go have dinner. You take a look at these watches and let me know what you think. A sharp yellow gold case, mint champagne dial, and famous Swiss manufacturer. This vintage Zenith, powered by the automatic caliber 408, is a grail piece. It doesn't hurt that the placement of the date is, well, perfect either. This is a watch filled with highlights. A steel oyster case, mint silver dial, black matching hands and indices, and finally, a size of 38 millimeters. It's a perfect mix of vintage aesthetic and modern wearability. No, it's not a reference 1601 with a smooth bezel. It's a reference 1600 defined by its smooth bezel. Finding one of these, a correct example, is an arduous task to say the least. But when I landed this one, especially in this condition, I couldn't have been happier. Damn, that is good. It's clean, black glossy dial with oversized subdials and red arrow tip second hand work together to make an incredible, classic vintage chronograph. It's pure, it's simple, it's wound manually. The epitome of old school Omega. I have been waiting nearly a year for a perfect linen dial Datejust. It's an endgame watch, one that cannot help
but to spark intrigue. They're rare, collected, and like the lotus flowers, of luring you in to spend, not waste, hours on end. This is an amazing week for vintage watches. I can't wait to answer your emails, wrap them up, and send them off to their new geeky homes.